My name is I am Toastmaster Sujit Reddy, Sergeant at Arms at this amazing event. Toastmaster International is a worldwide non-profitable educational organization that empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. It headquarters in Eaglewood, Colorado, United States. The organization membership exceeds 350,700 in more than 16,600 clubs in 143 countries. I would like to begin by starting the mission of a Toastmaster Club. I request all of you to keep your right hand on your chest and say in your mind. We provide a supportive, effective, positive learning experience in which members empowered to develop communications and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Some golden rules to be respected during online meeting. All attendees must be there, mute their audio all the time, unless instructed by the TMOD or TTM or GE. Do not share any your screen unless asked by the host. If you want to communicate, please use the chat function, which will be open for all of you to express your suggestions and ideas. You can use the reaction buttons to show your aptitudes. Refrain yourself from talking three taboo topics: religion, sex, and politics. Kindly avoid movements, eating, drinking, which may distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video before doing so. This meeting is going to be, I would like to give the screen the energetic Toastmaster who has been joined in past 4 years. Today, sorry for the delay. Our educational president, 1 second. Sorry for the glitch.
No problem. Thank you, Sergeant.
Toastmasters
ready. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Good evening, Masters. I hope I am audible. Thumbs up will do. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guests, and all dear friends here. Hope you're doing really well. Welcome to the meeting number 71 of the Keynoters Toastmasters Club. My name is Shyam Sahadevan, and today I will be serving as your acting president of this meeting of Keynoters Toastmasters Club. So let me give you and remind you a little bit of what Toastmasters International is all about. Toastmasters International has been one of the pioneers in the field of communication, leadership, and influencing skills. As our Sergeant at Arms just mentioned, we are a non-profit organization seeking to better the lives of members and all those connected with them. Now, as the founder, Sir Ralph C. Smedley once said, we learn best in the moments of enjoyment. And all Toastmaster programs have been built with such diversity that it will appease every one of your goals, be it both on your professional and personal front. And for this, Toastmasters has a well-structured program known as the Pathways. This is the new Toastmasters educational program. And as a foundation of your Toastmasters experience, Pathways is designed to help you build the competencies you need to communicate and lead. So let me remind you all once again, we now have the opportunity to build up to 300 unique competencies, 11 specialized learning paths, online content, so that you can learn anywhere, anytime. And the real world transferable skills are immense. All the content available are also in languages like Arabic, English, French, German, Japanese, you mention it, And we also have Indian languages currently available. So what you see here at the club level is the tip of the iceberg. As you witness the session unfolding today, it will be a given fact as to how Toastmasters have shaped or are in fact shaping the persona and skills of every one of the role players. Indeed, this is one of the best platforms. And if you are ready to be a little vulnerable to learn and test your skills, no doubt, this is one of the safest havens and platforms where you will receive all the support and constructive feedback, be it from experienced Toastmasters or assigned mentors. So speaking of mentors, let us not forget, if not for our past presidents who are already present with us today in the meeting, if not for their effort and commitment, this club would not have been making the strides that it has done till date. So let us thank our immediate past presidents, both Toastmaster Varata and Toastmaster Kalpana, who were the founding members of Keynoters Toastmasters Club. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our new members of the Keynoters Club, Toastmaster Kiran, Toastmaster Guru, and DTM Annie. Welcome. We are really excited to have you with us today, and we look forward to your unique role plays and support this evening. Let me also remind all fellow members that the renewals are due by the 30th of September. So let us keep the momentum of this journey going from victory to victory in your personal transformation and contribution. Also, today we have a guest today with us, Ms. Deepthi. Ms. Deepthi, would appreciate a few words from your end and the interest you currently have for being here today. Over to you.
Thank you, Shyam. Hi all. Good evening, everyone. My name is Deepthi. Hi. So I'm currently staying in Dubai with my family. My husband is working. He's a logistics manager with Daimler, and I have 3 children. So I'm a busy homemaker, happy homemaker. So that's basic about me. So, and I'm a software engineer by profession, which I left 8 years ago. And I'm in quest of what I should know to serve my purpose of life. And of late I've discovered, and I'm interested in counseling and coaching. So that's something that I'm trying to develop myself with. So that's the basic idea about me. I had been hearing about Toastmasters for a long time. So, and Shyam is my friend, and he had been inviting me, and today is the right time I found. So thank you, Shyam, for inviting and having me here. So looking forward to a wonderful evening. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepthi. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. You're on the right platform, and we look forward to you joining us on this unique journey in Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so next, it's a very, very interesting theme of the day. And to lead today's session, we have a very promising Toastmaster. She is currently the VP PR. She is Vice President Public Relations for the benefit of guests of Barsha Toastmaster Club, and has joined the Toastmaster Forum with the purpose of improving her communication skills and to network with as many people as she can. So let's put our hands together to welcome this dynamic and ever smiling Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kiran.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Do you know what is the theme of today's meeting? Yes. Right. It's time for twist. So are you ready? Yes, are you ready for twisting? Great, great. My dear friends, how many have you interested to improve your spelling and enhancing the vocabulary? Please raise your hands. Good, very good. My dear friends, during couple of weeks, I have been looking for a new ways to improve my spelling and enriching the vocabulary. During my search on the internet, I have found a very interesting, unique way to improve my speaking skills. Do you know what is that? Any guess? Okay, my dear friends, that is tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are great fun. When you bend your tongue around difficult rhyme. Hope you have heard the famous tongue twister. She sells seashells on the seashore. That is all about a woman who sells seashells. But you must not know that she is the woman who has changed the face of science forever. Mary Anning was born in 21st May 1799 in Lyme Regis in Dorset. It was a famous and a popular place. Now it is known as Jurassic Coast for its abundance of fossils and shells. Mary was the first child of 10 who would grow up in abject poverty and scant education. During that time, wealthy families bought fossils from abroad to decorate their homes. Lyme Regis was the famous place for its unusual fossils. Mary and her family regularly collected fossils to make more money for families. During 1820s, Mary had a reputation as a fossil hunter. She discovered the first flying dinosaur that is displayed in a British museum. At the age of 27, she acquired enough education and saved money to open glass-fronted shop. International Tongue Twister Day is celebrated on 8th of November, just for your knowledge. For the next time, when you hear this famous tongue twister, she sells seashells on the seashore. Remember that she was the lady who has moved the science phase of fossils along in leaps and bounds. So, my dear friends, this is the story of Mary Anning, who discovered the tongue twisters. Hope you have enjoyed the story. Now, it is the time to start our interesting meeting. Today's meeting has three important segments. First is prepared speeches. Second is table topic. Third is evaluation of prepared speeches. And I am just informing you, you must be ready yourself to accept the challenge which you will get during the meetings. I'm not scaring you and frightening you, just encouraging you. So enjoy this meeting. Today meeting, I have a wonderful leadership role players who will assist me during the meeting. It is my privilege to introduce to them to you. First, I would like to call our timer, Toastmaster Varun.
Thank you, Dear Modi. Yes, my job is to time all the speakers who are going to speak by flashing the three colored cards, green, yellow, and red. Yeah, thank you.
No, don't go. Your challenge is, you accept the challenge.
Yeah.
Come
I
on the
accept challenge.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so please give me the share screen access.
You can share.
Okay, here is your challenge. Can you see?
Can you
Toastmaster Varun?
can you put it in the slideshow, please? So that
Reading view?
yeah, reading view. If you put it in, there is one slideshow. Yeah, this is perfect.
Okay. All right. So, Toastmaster Varun, this is your challenge. You have to read this tongue twisters 3 times with a big smile.
Okay. Which wristwatches are Swiss watches? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches?
Thank you, Toastmaster Varun. Thanks a lot. And my next role player is Toastmaster Sham. He is playing a grammarian role. So I will request, please tell about your role.
Thank you, TMOD. And now I'm more worried about the tongue twisters. All right, here goes. I'm doing a dual role, everyone, and that is of a grammarian. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, it is my responsibility to pay very close attention to all speakers, all role players, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take special note of any misuses of the English language. And also if we use any outstanding words, quotes, or sayings, or even thoughts, that will also be put forth on my report. So good luck and all the best to all of you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wait. Don't go anywhere.
Oh.
Okay, so your challenge is, yes, this is your challenge. Please read 3 times with a big smile.
Right. So here goes. Bake big batches of bitter brown bread. Bake big batches of bitter brown bread. Bake big batches of bitter brown bread.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And my next role player is Toastmaster Swati. She is playing trivia master role. Could you please introduce your role?
Good evening.
Yes.
Yes, good evening. Thank you, Timothy and others. My role is as trivia master. Well, I'll be highlighting the main points. I'll be taking note of the main points highlighted by the speakers and every other rollers. And at the end of the meeting, I'll be having a questionnaire where you will have the opportunity to answer the questions. So that will be a very extol situation where all of you can participate. Thank you.
And Toastmaster Swati, your challenge is this one. Read 3 times with a big smile.
Okay. Fred, Fred, fat, tat, bread, and tat, fat, Fred, bread. Fred, fat, tat, bread, and tat, fat, Fred, bread. Fred, fat, tat, bread, and tat, fat, Fred, bread.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And next, our role player is Toastmaster Butch. She is playing a journal evaluators. So I would like to call on her stage. Please tell about your role.
My role, good evening, everybody. My role as a general evaluator is to use my scanning eyes to find the beautiful part of this meeting, to also to look for the things to be improved and give a recommendation, to find an inspiration and to take home a good lesson for everybody to share. And most of all is to give a thumbs up to the club who is, I will find really very hard for me to evaluate a club that is so dedicated and so active and so developed. Now it's very hard. This is now a hard task for me to do that tonight. So thank you for this opportunity, TMOD Toastmasters Iran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Butch. Now it's the time to enhance the vocabulary. So are you ready to enhance your vocabulary and learn the new word?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So I would like to call our word master, Toastmaster Deva. He is playing dual role. So he will first tell about the counter role, then he will start his role. So Toastmaster Dev.
Yeah, pleasant good evening to everyone. I hope you all are enjoying this show. I loved that twist tongue role. It's very interesting. I'm leading a tool role today, which is the first one is word master role. The second one is R counter. So R counter is basically I will be monitoring how many times you are pausing while talking. So during the end of the call, I will be mentioning you how many times you pause and how many times you used these kind of words in your conversation. So now I will go to the word master.
Please wait. Now your challenge is you have to read 3 times with a big smile.
Yeah, sure. Hope I will do it best. Sick, hicks, nick, slick bricks with picks and sticks. Sick, hicks, nick, slick bricks with picks and sticks. Six, hikes, nick, slick bricks with picks and sticks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev.
Yeah.
Yeah, stage is yours.
Thank you, TM Modi. Once again, a pleasant evening to everyone. Welcoming you all to Word Masters session. So the word for the day is perseverance. Can you please share the screen, Ms. TM Modi? I was informed that
Zoom Master will share the screen. I request Zoom Master, Toastmaster Varun, to share the screen for the word master, please.
Just one.
Toastmaster Varun, are you there?
Yeah, just 1 second, 1 minute.
Technical issues, as they say. There you go.
So today's word is perseverance.
The word of the day is perseverance. The meaning of perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. For instance, he had perseverance in the face of obstacles. This is one of my favorite word. There is a quote, it says, a goal without a plan is just a wish. But according to me, a plan without perseverance is just a wish. So over to you, TMs. I would like to participate in this word master session.
Is there a round robin session, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so shall we
No.
start with using the word?
No, I was under the impression that everyone will make a sentence using this word.
Yes.
Is it like that?
Yeah, that's what the round robin is about. So that's what I'm asking. Is it possible for me to make this make a sentence with the word perseverance?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you, word master Deva Kripagaran. This was a very good word. Okay. I always look into the 3 P's, which is one of the P is perseverance, practice, and patience are the 3 attributes that I would always try to develop in myself to make a better human being. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Kalpana. Can anyone else?
Yeah, I think to make it faster, whoever says the sentence can point out the next person to select and go ahead. So I'm going to point out right now to Toastmaster Sangeeta to use the word perseverance. Over to you.
Good evening. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, guest and Toastmasters. So today, dear Modi Kiran, perceiving me to play this game tongue twister with my children because it's very entertaining and interesting. Thank you.
Sangeeta, you can give the board to someone else.
You can select someone else, Toastmaster Sangeeta.
So over to you, dear Modi Kiran.
Modi Kiran can you can try and use it.
Can you pass on? Just I will come back and say.
Okay.
Just give a second.
DPM Annie with her interest. Okay, go ahead, please, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Everyone in our life must have perseverance. If you want to achieve anything, you must have this attitude in order to reach your goal. That's all. Back to you.
If any volunteer is there, quickly come up, raise your hand. I think Toastmaster Swati is there.
Swati is there, yes.
Especially our goals and desires.
Sorry, Toastmaster Swati, could you repeat again? Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Yes. Perseverance is a vital quality in order to achieve our desires or our goals in life.
We have time for one more. Would anyone else like to go ahead? Suhail, would you like to do it? Use perseverance.
Yeah. It takes a lot of perseverance to get a raise from your boss.
Good one. I concur.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone else? The floor is open. We have time. How about our guest? Would our guest Deepti like to give it an attempt? Perseverance. Yeah. I think you're on mute. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on mute. I'm just thinking what to say. Perseverance is a word which I've been hearing for a long time, but today I just went and looked into the meaning, the exact meaning. So thank you, Toastmaster, for that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. Anyone else? And then if not, we can hand over back to our Toastmaster of the day. Okay. Okay. Over to you, Toastmaster Kiran. Thank you.
Thank you. I would request table topic masters, speakers, and evaluators, please use this word in your speeches. So our next segment is prepare speeches. Today we have 3 wonderful speeches, and I would request the timer, please tell the time of this segment.
Yeah, TM Modi, just a quick one. Looks like we will have Toastmaster Kalpana's speech first.
Okay.
Toastmaster Chinna is running a little late. Hopefully he will join us.
Okay.
I think it will be mostly 2 speeches for today. This is a last minute thing that came up.
Okay,
Over
so,
Okay.
right.
So the thing is, for Toastmaster Kalpana's speech, it will be 12 to 15 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, it's 12 to 15 minutes.
11,
So-
13, and 15.
Yeah, okay. So 12 to 15 minutes time duration. At 11 minutes, the green light will be on. The 13 minutes, the yellow light will be on, and the 15 minutes, the red light will be on. Duration.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varun. Now I will call Toastmaster Kalpana. Her pathway is the presentation mastery. Level 4 project is managing a difficult audience. And before that, you have a challenge. So your challenge is,
Before that, we can call my evaluator to read out the
yes,
objectives.
yes, he will also come.
I'm
Yes.
ready for any challenge.
Yes,
Okay.
I know.
Now to read this 3 times, have a big smile. Okay.
Yes, right.
The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. Wow, what's an alliterative sentence? The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout the Thursday. 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I will request her evaluator, Toastmaster Guru. Please read the objective of her speech.
Good evening, everyone. The Toastmaster Kalpana's purpose today is the purpose of the project is for the member to practice the skills related needed to address audience challenges when he or she presents outside of the Toastmasters club. So her speech will be having multiple interruptions, and she has to challenge herself in addressing those issues, and she'll come out with flying colors. All the best, Toastmaster Kalpana.
Yeah. Toastmaster Guru, you have a challenge.
Yeah,
so your is this. Read 3 times with a big smile.
Lesser leather never weathered, better, weather better. Lesser leather never weathered, better, weather better. Lesser leather never weathered, better, weather better. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Now let's become the witness of a wonderful speech that is delivered by Toastmaster Kalpana. Her speech title is Being a Vegetarian is Not Difficult to Maintain Good Health. Being a vegetarian is not difficult to maintain good health. Toastmaster Kalpana, stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Kiran, for introducing me. Thank you so much. Tell me what you eat, and I can tell you what you are. Said by a famous French advocate who was researching on, he is advocate, John Antlin, brilliant sovereign. Good evening, keynoters and guests. Today, I'm going to talk about how a vegetarian can survive without eating non-veg foods, but still can be healthy. Just a disclaimer, I'm not telling anyone not to eat non-veg foods, but being a vegetarian, it's not difficult to maintain good health. That is my point. Being a vegetarian, a born vegetarian, I was born and brought up in a conservative family. And so I don't even eat eggs. I was healthy, happy, and right now I'm standing in front of you, giving a speech to my heart's content, to my favorite Keynoters Club audience, and on the topic is my favorite. Being a nutritionist, I always being challenged by my friends in school. Hey, you are a vegetarian. What nutrients you will get in a vegetarian food? I have been questioned all the time in school, not even in school, in colleges as well. They used to mock at me. Hey, you are getting only rice. There is no protein in it. There is no nutrients in it. This is the way they mock at me. But my dear friends, what is there in vegetarian food? What is there in non-veg food which is not there in vegetarian food? I'm not going to say veg food, vegetarian means there are 3 types, lacto-vegetarian, ovo-vegetarian, and vegans. I'm not going to talk about all this, but I'm going to talk on a broader perspective, totally vegetarian.
So, but a non-veg does not have protein?
Of course. Thank you, Toastmaster Suhail, for raising this wonderful question. Non-vegetarian food also has protein, but is that protein food easily digestible? Is it giving the food value that your nutritional needs of a person? Is it going to give that?
If you take into account
it's more tasty, the non-vegetarian food, isn't it? I think that's the biggest difference.
If you take any diet, keto, anything, mostly it's non-veg than vegetarian. So how do you say that?
I don't think so. Thank you for this question. But there are tasty foods if the cook, whoever is doing that, is going to make it tasty. So it's not about the food, it's about the food who makes it. So taste comes only with the person who makes the food, not from the food. To be clear.
Anything that's tasty is not healthy.
Not like that. Who says? I strongly deny this point, because I make tasty food. You can come to my house one day. I can serve you the vegetarian food, which is much more tastier.
Sure.
I'm not going to say it is tastier than the non-veg food, but it is tastier and healthier for sure. So if I have to say the protein food, why not? Do you think that soya beans and lentils and all the foods which we have it in almonds, the nutrients we get in almonds, do you think the protein food is not being taken care for the nutritional requirements of a person? Do you agree with this? Or you're going to deny that soya beans and things are not proteinicious than the non-veg foods? Yes.
Actually, TM Kalpana, whenever I meet doctor, he always says, you are vegetarian. How you will get all your nutrition? They always force me to eat non-veg food, even every doctor. So what should I say to him?
Okay, from the doctor's point of view, they used to tell you, since the vegetarian food has comparatively less amounts of vitamins and minerals, that's what they say. And I feel the doctors are not fully equipped with the knowledge of diet. Being a nutritionist, I can vouch on that. Nutritious foods which are rich in seeds and nuts are very good nature of proteins as well as vitamins and minerals. If the doctor, the particular doctor, if he says that you are a vegetarian, how can you manage your nutrition requirements? Then you can say him back, excuse me, doctor, you're a doctor. You should know the physiology and the functions of the foods, how it gets in, what are the nutrients that we are going to get after we eat. So I can assure that there are so many vitamins and minerals that is present in fruits and vegetables which are not present in non-vegetarian foods. Okay, let me say you a small story, a real story which happened when I got married. When I got married in 2000, I went to United States, Texas, and the place is called Houston, where vegetarian food and vegetarian restaurants were very less. I was taking a lot of cheese because cheese and some vegetables are the only option for vegetarians. I had a big struggle. At that time, I was exploring what can I do to supplement my nutritional requirements as I was getting a lot of mouth ulcers. Back in my home, if I have some mouth ulcers, my mother, she used to cook a herb called manatkali, which is a leafy product, leafy plant-based food. We need to just saute it in the clarified butter and we need to mix it with the curd, which can be consumed for mouth ulcer. Within 2-3 days, all my mouth ulcers will vanish. Why it is not happening? Is it possible to be cured by non-veg foods? Do you say that it can be done? I don't think so. Say, for example, if there is any mouth ulcer, the doctor will prescribe some medicines, isn't it? But in vegetarian food, we have every option, every medicine is provided by vegetarian food in the form of fruits, leaves, or herbs. So I was having a tough time in Houston as being a vegetarian. Then I started working on my nutritional requirements and I started exploring all the vegetables and minerals and a lot of nutritive values which can be supplemented for my body. Say, for example, there I was not getting Indian vegetables. I was getting only artichokes and Brussels sprouts and all those. So, but still, I explored in the internet and found some new recipes with which I started making my own dishes with all the vegetables provided there. So, opportunities are all there for you to explore. So when
But
I came back,
Toastmaster Kalpana,
yes.
if all the vegetarians keep, or if everyone becomes a vegetarian, soon you will run out of vegetables. So what will the animals do?
It is
Adding to that question, TM Kalpana, I have one more doubt. I have
Yes.
this doubt always in my mind. Is egg vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food?
Okay. Let me come to all your queries one by one. Let me clarify Toastmaster Sham first, and then I'll come to Toastmaster Deva's question. Is that okay? Thank you. So, Toastmaster Sham, you're going to say that if we are, if we may vanish all the vegetables and, we may get the scarcity for vegetables and fruits, right? That's your question. It is not about the scarcity. It is about your skill, how we can make vegetarian food better. I'm not saying that you should not eat non-veg foods. That's my point right from the beginning. I'm not saying, this is a disclaimer. Right from the beginning, I'm saying I'm not going to object you having non-veg foods, but I'm saying being a vegetarian is not difficult to maintain the health of one's nutritional requirements. That's my point. I'm standing my point right now because even say for example, non-veg foods, if you take non-veg foods, lot of saturated fat is provided in the non-veg food, which will be very difficult for a human gut to digest. We are supposed to be vegetarians, herbivores. We are closely to herbivores. That's what an French scientist, he specified, Mr. Selvian, he specified in his research book. He says, we are closely to herbivore because our alignment of the teeth, if we could see the teeth, the alignment of the teeth, it's all aligned for grinding and cutting vegetables and herbs. It is not having the alignment of the canine teeth as the carnivore animals has. Along with that, the acidity of the stomach, which is produced for the food to digest in the intestines, are all different from humans and to carnivores. We humans are prone to be herbivore. Sometimes we can say we are omnivores. We eat veg as well as non-veg. That depends upon the person whoever takes. But we can live healthy eating only vegetarian foods, which I strongly stand with that point. It is your choice to be omnivore, but I can vouch on that. Being a herbivore like a giraffe or elephant, who are healthier than the non-vegetarian animals, the carnivores, they are also supposed to be intelligent animals. Do you think elephant has much more memory? Why? It is because of its vegetarian herbivore, isn't it? Similarly, I can count on so many animals who are very intelligent and they express their intelligence much more better in terms of IQ intelligence as well as emotional intelligence in bonding, which is taken care only by the vegetarian food. So, if the acidity,
Toastmaster Kalpana, now you were talking about it. Now you have to understand, we humans, our forefathers, ancestors were hunters. That means we were eating non-veg. Then we were moved to the vegetarian. Don't you think that genes will have a problem when you stick to, because our body and everything, like, it might skip few generation and then have problem. Then what is your solution for that one?
Thank you,
because
Toastmaster
our
Bharat.
forefathers and all, they were hunters. So being based means they were non-vegetarians. Now, if you are saying yes, vegetarian, you can practice to maintain good health. Don't you think that will impact somewhere? Because in genes, we have that.
Thank you for the wonderful question, Toastmaster Bharata. What you are saying is long back in early humans, they were eating non-veg foods. But why are we suddenly changing? Why do we need to? Is that going to produce any genetical disorder? That's what your question is, right? If I'm understanding it properly. Say, for example, in those days, humans, they travel a long distance by foot. They were having open air. They didn't have air conditioning in those days. So whatever you eat, they could spend their calories by running, going around. They didn't have any vehicles to move around. They didn't have air conditioners, right? Now, in this modern world, we are having air conditioners and we don't sweat. So where this sweat, the salt water in our body, we are taking so much of non-veg foods which contains lot of salts and minerals. Where are we going to export it out? Where are we going to let it out? That will create an impact, a problem for the kidneys, for the salt to get out of our body. If we are like earlier humans, like going on foot, and the early humans, where they were exploring the world by the foot, not using any air conditioner, using all foods which are cooked in the air, the barbecues. They have not used microwaves and grinders and things like that. They used everything on the fire, the natural fire. Then they eat whatever they get, and they were eating only a very small amount of food, unlike we are doing a lot of food that we are eating right now. So I feel that being vegetarian, that it's always good to be vegetarian, but non-vegetarian foods add a lot of calories and very difficult for us to digest. But still, being vegetarian is not going to be a difficult task to maintain good health. So over to Toastmaster of the Day, Kiran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. It's a wonderful speech. And our next speaker is ready, Toastmaster, I think.
TM Modi, we can go straight to table topic. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So hope you have enjoyed our wonderful speech delivered by Toastmaster Kalpana. And now the next segment is table topic. It's a very interesting session. So this, oh sorry, yeah, please, Timer, can you share your report?
Toastmaster Kalpana timing is 15 minutes, 28 seconds. She's qualified.
Oh,
Right.
great. So let's move to our another exciting session, that is the table topic, which will be conducted by our energetic, charming, and amazing personality, Toastmaster Vardha. Please give a big hand applause to her.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the wonderful adjectives. Thank you. All right.
Before starting your session, I have a challenge for you. So are you ready?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, here you go. 3 times with a big smile.
The sixth sick shakes, sixth sheep sick. The sixth sick shakes, sixth sheep sick. The sixth sick shakes, sixth sheep sick. All right, that's right. I did it for thrice.
Yes, great. Thank you. Stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Table topics. Well, in the Toastmaster, they say table topics, but is it very special to the Toastmasters? Certainly not. We use it every single time at the office, at home also. Maybe while going in the lift, it could be anywhere. Say, for example, your spouse is asking something and you were not agreeing with that. And you twist the question. Do you know that what he's going to ask? No idea, right? So that particular time, you're going to think on your feet and ask the particular, you're going to answer it. Think about your children. They're going to ask to go somewhere for a sleepover. Now, you are not keen to send them. Now, what do you have to do? Think on your feet and give some excuses, right? Yes, that is what table topics. The table topics allows you to think on your feet and answer, which is essential in everyday communication, be it at home, in the office, anywhere and everywhere. But in the Toastmasters perspective, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes. Timer, can you change the slide when I say it's green light for 1 minute at green lights, 1:30 amber light, 2 minutes red light. And if you speak more than 2 minutes 30 seconds or speak less than 1 minute, you will be disqualified. So I encourage everyone to speak till you see the green light is on. Even if you can't handle the topic, don't worry. Say something, just rattle out. Don't worry about it. And if you see the red light, I know it's time for you to close it so that you'll be eligible for voting. Now let me see who is willing to take the first topic, a Toastmaster. Well, can anyone raise their hand who wants to take the first topic? All right, great, Pranav, Gabriel Pranav. Okay, I have 8 topics, and which number you want to select? You are muted. Can you unmute yourself? Sorry? Can't hear. Unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, can you hear me right now?
Yep, that's right, we can.
Okay, so I would select number 1.
Great. Gavalier Pranav, you are not fully dressed without a smile. You are not fully dressed without a smile. Gavalier Pranav.
Thank you so much. A warm good evening to one and all present in the back. You're not fully dressed unless you don't have a smile on your face. Smile shows you whether how we are approaching things in life. We all come through all different various things, and we just go ahead and we think life is going to be boring, or it's not going to be good, or we're facing a bad day. The fact is not like that. It's you who is thinking that. So when you have a smile in your face, people think they have a wonderful day and they come towards you. Smile in his face means that you're ready to approach in things, not only just that you're to show that yourself that you're happy. No, so it means that you're going to come here and approach things in a different way and something different, and you build up yourself and personality to others. A person can be like rich, he can be with all sorts of wealth, but if he does not have happiness, that if he does not have happiness in his face, or if he's not happy in his heart, then it literally means that he's poor. So everyone, like, one smile, and over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Gabriel Pranav. May I call Toastmaster Sangeeta? Toastmaster Sangeeta? All right. Now one is taken from 2 to 8.
2.
Number 2, right. Toastmaster Sangeeta, don't judge the book by its cover. Don't judge the book by its cover. Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Yeah, can I take few seconds?
Please, you can.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, Toastmaster and guest. Yes, sometimes what we see isn't true. So somebody talking and we are just looking their expression and we are start judging them without knowing anything what's happening in that situation. Same like book. We think, oh, is it book like that? What could be the content inside this? Without reading, you cannot judge. Life is like that only. People are their own limitations, but we start judging from their appearance. So, my point of view, instead of judging, neither you don't judge or nor make decision. Just first know that person without taking any decision. So it's better to know that person instead of making your perspective regarding that. So life should be like that only. So let's move. Know the content. After reading, we can decide. So it's better to be wrong. It's better to be non-judgmental than wrong. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. May I call to guest Deepti? Will you mind to take the topic? Guest Deepti? All right, great. Okay, now, thank you. Topics of first and second topics are taken from 3rd to 8. Which one you select?
Can I know the topics?
Well, you select the number, and if you think that is not comfortable for you, then I can give another topic. Okay, so you can select a number.
5.
5, all right. Okay. Guess Deepti. Excuses breed no genius. Excuses breed no genius. Can you attempt this topic?
Excuses breed no genius. Maybe after a while, I'm not ready for it.
Okay, now we'll say, okay, can I give this topic? Home is where the heart is.
So I'm not prepared for the speech, you know. I just came as a guest. I'm so sorry for the.
Okay, right. If you are not ready, it's okay. But you can just speak for 1 minute, whatever comes in your mind. It's okay. Whatever the topic is, whatever you feel is like, you know, home is where the heart is. You're a mom, you're a wife, so you can say, you can just talk about it if you're okay. Otherwise, I can call someone else.
I'll give it a try.
Okay,
There
great.
is
That's
no hard rule to this. Express yourself.
That's a spirit, guess Deepti. Right. Guess Deepti, home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Guess Deepti. Over to you.
Home is where the heart is. I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to get some words. Home is the place where you stay from the most, and that's the place where you should be loving to be, and that's the place where you share the space with your loved ones. So that should be the best place for you to live. And for me, my home is my heart. I have my wonderful family with my 3 children.
Can you speak a bit louder? Can you speak a bit louder? Couldn't hear the sound, please.
I have a little disturbance here, so maybe that's why.
No problem. You're doing fine. Keep going.
Okay. Home is where the heart is. So my home is my heart is my home. I have my wonderful family with my 3 children and my husband, and that's the space I love to be the most. And even at the worst situation, they are the ones who are there with you to support you. So where else can you find your heart to be, even at the good moments and the bad moments? So I love my family, and they are my world. So, and without that, I'm nothing. So once the heart is gone, you're no more. So without my family, I feel I'm incomplete. So that's where I want to build my life around, and I hope it's the same with everyone. And my life is my family and myself. Thank you.
Wonderful guest, Deepti. You have attempted topic. That's the beauty in the table topics, that, you know, just speak what comes in your mind.
I don't know what I spoke. Thank you.
That's amazing. You spoke from your heart. That's exactly what we need. May I call DTM Annie? Right. Am I correct? You are DTM, right?
Yeah. The meaning to say,
yes.
Don't talk much. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now you have like number 3, 4, 6, 7. So you
I'll
can
pick
select
7.
Great. DTM Annie, be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Be a rainbow in someone's cloud. DTM Annie.
I always taught by my parents to do good to others. So in my family values that it is always important, no matter how people treat you bad or how people spoke ill about you, we always make that space to be the rainbow to the clouds. Because everyone who talk about you behind, or everyone who jealous about your giftings, your talents, there is a reason behind it. Because everybody is struggling to be that unique person in life, but somehow or rather, they cannot find that destiny because they have not met the right people, they have not searched the right destiny in order to fulfill their dreams. Therefore, if I have learned to be that person that is able to help these people, I would be that rainbow to them so that they will be enlightened by what I have learned, so that they can share the joy and seeing things in a positive way, so that they can eventually, just like the alchemist, they can find the gold, they can find the talents, they can find everything they need without have to think negatively. Therefore, I totally agree. Be a rainbow even if you don't feel like it. Even if the person is my enemy, because there's a greater God who is watching from above. Whatever we sow, we shall reap the harvest. That's all. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Right. Now, may I call Toastmasters Sujit? Toastmaster Sujit? Can you open your video and unmute yourself? Okay, now maybe he's not in the seat. Toastmaster Kanti, are you there?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm at work.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for
So you
calling
want?
me. Yeah, if it is there, yeah, Tilakam's ma'am's son is there, Pranav. If he is
No,
free, you
I
can
had
ask.
called him. I had called him. So
Thank you so much.
Toastmaster Deva Prabharan, sorry, Prabharan, do you like to take the topic? Toastmaster Deva?
Maybe next time, ma'am.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, perfectly. Who else want to try it? Let me see whether are we according to the time? To see the timing, whether are we okay? Or can we take one more topic? Can I ask for one more topic, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we have. So who will be ready to take the topic? You can raise your hand. Okay, Kalpana, Toastmaster Kalpana, Toastmaster Swasti. Great. Okay, now I'm going to call.
Swati is there. If Swati is there, please let Swati take.
Okay, I'll call Toastmaster Swati. Now I have 3, 4, and 6. So which one you like to select, the Toastmaster Swati? You need to unmute yourself. No, unmute yourself.
Number 6, please.
Great. Toastmaster Swati, everyone is a leader. Everyone is a leader, Toastmaster Swati.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. And especially thank you to the Table Topic Master for giving me such a wonderful topic that everyone is a leader. It is true that every creation under the sun is special and unique. So never ever should anyone compare ourselves with others. There is not a need for us to compare, because from the very way that we are created, from the DNA, and from the way that we are designed, it shows that all of us are born to be somebody in our life. Regardless of our education, our capacity, all of us have talent in us. Well, some of us are born leaders, that's what some people say. But some of us can be leaders as we practice or we try to take up the roles. Even in the Toastmaster itself, well, we can become leaders and train to be wonderful leaders in it. But I truly believe that the uniqueness that exists in us is actually a wonderful gift in every one of us, because all of us have the ability to learn. If we are not to be born leaders, as some people say, that we can actually practice to be leaders. That can be done if we have perseverance in ourselves and to be seekers of knowledge, and also have the attitude of understanding and putting ourselves in another person's shoes. Then we can be a wonderful leader in our life. Because when we understand others and put ourselves in their shoe, we'll be able to understand why certain people behave in certain manner, and we can be a rainbow in their life when they are down in life. So I think in order to be a wonderful leader, the best quality is perseverance, understanding, and also at the same time, we have love for humankind. Thank you very much. Back to the table topic.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati, for that beautiful message. Now let's have timers report for all the speakers.
Yeah, Toastmasters, Gavlia Pranav, 1 minute 26 seconds. Toastmaster Sangeeta, 1 minute 29 seconds. Guest Deepti, 2 minutes 18 seconds. DTM Annie, 1 minute 50 seconds. And Toastmaster Swati, 2 minutes 14 seconds. All are qualified.
All right. Okay, who is going to Zoom Master? You are putting the poll?
Yeah, I'll add it in a few minutes.
Okay, all right. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varda. Hope everyone have enjoyed this interesting session. Now, there is a twist in this meeting. Now we have a speaker, Toastmaster Tiligama. She will be delivered her speech. Her pathway is a motivational strategy, level 2, project, elective project. I would like to call Toastmaster Tiligama on the stage.
Toastmaster Tilagam.
Sorry, Tiligam.
Yes, I'll just come. Sorry for the, delay joining. First, all of you kindly excuse me for joining this, late. Now, can I start?
No.
Evaluator objective.
Evaluator has to provide the objectives, and then we can carry on, please. Yeah.
So are you waiting for me to give the evaluation? Am I on duty now? Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay. Tonight, Toastmasters Dina Dayalu Tilagam is going to give her project level 2, elective speech 1 under the pathway motivational strategies. And her purpose of this project is to practice delivering a social speeches such as perhaps eulogy or type of recognition, acceptance speech, a toast, or even a presentation of an award or a speech to honor an organization. So our speaker tonight would have to learn the art of delivering social speeches in front of club members only for this speech. So her title is called Appreciation. So Dina Dayula Tilagam, Appreciation. Appreciation, Dina Dayula Tilagam. The stage is yours. And the duration of your speech is 3 to 4 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Annie. A warm good evening
to our fellow Toastmasters, DTMs, and dear guest, I would like to share one of the Toastmaster, the great personality. He is basically an engineer. By his profession, he is a sales engineer, and he is working in oil and gas company for more than nearly past 5 years. And his favorite topics are empowerment, spirituality, energy healing, then martial arts, and not only martial arts, then the health and nutrition, music. And he is always look his life into a optimistic way. Can any one of you, guess who is that great personality? Can any one of you?
Toastmaster Shyam.
I know this is it's not fair on your part. Okay, anyhow, okay. And also further information I will give regarding him also. Actually, I'm going to talk about now one instrument called a podcast. A podcast is an episodic series of spoken word digital audio that a user can download a personal device for easy listening. Okay, so they are the ultimate instruments for self-expression and for sharing ideas with minimal effort and assistance. They have become an immense popular means of entertainment and have required skills to master it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have such an expert among us, and I took pride in introducing my fellow club member, Toastmaster, none other than TM Shyam. He's already mastered the art of public speaking, and now is on the way of to another way. He's now on the way to master another ring, that is podcast. And he quoted the famous consultant Jose, who expressed the 7-level deep exercise. Every day in our life, every day, each one of you will be using 3-letter words. WHY. 3 letters in our day-to-day life. Why? The question why. With the simple question why, he narrated beautifully in his podcast. Why? That's we have to follow in our day-to-day life. There are seven whys. He used the 7 whys, and he explained beautifully how it has to be enlightened our life. So I request each one of our members to kindly go through the message delivered by him in the podcast. Okay. And not only that, there is one more information, that there are actually totally 5 members selected for the finals. One among them is our fellow Toastmaster Shyam. He has been finalized. So I request all of us to give a round applause for him. Please. Yes, and he is an inspiration for us. So just following him, all of us also would like to participate in any one of the events and make ourselves to participate at least, and make our club to become pride. Thank you. Back to the
Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you. Now it's a time for another segment. Oh, sorry, it's the timer. Could you please give your report?
Sure. Toastmaster Tilagam, 4 minutes, 4 seconds. She's qualified.
Okay.
Thank you. TMOD, if our Zoom master is ready with the poll, we can probably go
ready with
the
topics. For table topics, yes.
Sure.
Yeah, polls are live.
Class
Guests can also vote for table topics.
Anyone else? Are we done with it? Voting? Should I end it? The poll? Yes, no?
Still 83% is over, no? 2 more people. Yes.
Okay,
I have
lend the,
given, yeah.
lend the poll.
Yes, please.
Yes, Timothy, proceed.
Thank you. Before moving to another vociferous session, I would like to share the benefits of tongue twisters. Number 1, it trains the memory. Number 2, it expands vocabulary, improve pronunciation. Number 3, it is a great warm-up. Number 4, it shows you which sounds are difficult for you. And last, it strengthens and stretch the muscles involved in the speech. So let's move to another exciting session, which will be conducted by our DTM Butch. So please give a big hand applause to her.
Right there.
And Toastmaster Butch, your challenge is this one. 3 times with a big smile.
I thought you will give me Peter Patter back. Okay. 4 furious friends vote for the phone. 4 furious friends vote for the phone. 4 furious friends vote for the phone.
Thank you. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, guests and fellow Toastmaster. Tonight, one of my role is to introduce to you the segment of evaluations. The evaluation component in Toastmasters will become even stronger in the Pathways learning experience. In Pathways, evaluators will be able to use standardized criteria that will help increase the consistency of evaluations for members around the world. For many, the most valuable aspect of Toastmaster is the evaluations. They give and receive. In successful clubs, such as Keynoters, members support each other through evaluations that encourage speakers to continue practicing and learning. Members who receive thoughtful evaluation feel heard and become motivated to improve. For our new members and guests, I am inviting you to please visit the Toastmaster website for more information about evaluation through Pathway learning experience. Moving on for our evaluation tonight, for speaker 1, Toastmaster Kalpana, who delivered her speech from elective project level 4 of Pathway Engaging Humor. Let us welcome her evaluator, Toastmaster Guru. But before that, timer, please remember that we have 3 minutes timing slot. So your green is 2 minutes, your amber is 2.30, and your red is 3 minutes. There will be a grace period of 30 seconds. However, the timer will not indicate any overtime to you, evaluator. So please make it a note. Please pin the timer for accessibility. Toastmaster Guru for your evaluation. Over to you, please.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator of the Day. Good evening, everyone. The size of the audience doesn't matter. What is important is your audience is listening. Toastmaster Kalpana, your audience were listening to you, right? Too many interruptions, I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to evaluate your speech. I'm not supposed to evaluate your speech. But as a nutritionist, so you made the audience understand the value of vegetarian food. That's something which I have to say. And you managed your the interruptive, silent, the arguing audience very well. That I have to say, hats off and kudos to you. Right. Let me see. This is, Toastmaster Kalpana had played an IPL match today. Like, other day, Rudraj Gaikwad was playing all these Mumbai Indian bowlers. She started well with her balls and scoring runs. When suddenly a fast bowler, Suhail came in and he said, what's the problem with the protein? There is no protein in vegetarian. She handled it well. And in between, there is a pacer is there, and another medium pacer, Toastmaster Sham, he came in and he was asking, I also sufficient. There is no problem. There is a problem with the protein deficiency in the food and everything, in the vegetarian food. She handled it very well, I have to say. And Sham keep on arguing with all his efforts on, she was saying, the non-vegetarian food. If everyone has vegetarian food, where will the people will be? All no vegetables will be allowed and everything. So she handled it very well. And with the nutritionist is there, please don't challenge her. And especially our AD, Toastmaster Kalpana is there. She's a wonderful nutritionist. So don't challenge her. And she offered her, she handled fully that, she offered, invited Toastmaster Sohail to enjoy her vegetarian food as well. So I think she handled all the difficult audience very well. But what was there any, she got into any kind of tension or all those things? No, she handled it very well. She handled it very well with the cool and everything. And there comes a spinner. The spinner, she was trying to twist with doctors saying that, doctors are saying that, you are vegetarian, you will not get food and all those things. That spin was perfectly handled and was gone for a sixer as well. So she handled the challenge that, someone who was watching, and her call was also taken very well regarding this vegetarian. When Sangeeta Gupta, she started with the doctor's statement, she handled well that about the deficiency. She defined the diet, what is diet and what is the necessary for a protein as well. Then finally, a double attack came from Sham and Deva. She saw Toastmaster Kalpana handled it very well, saying that everything is good, and why we should be following up the vegetarian food. I think in a total speech, she has handled it well. The size of the audience doesn't matter. What is important is your audience were listening, Kalpana, and you went out with the flying colors in and managing the difficult audience. And I wish you good luck to manage all the any of the further events where you go. I'm sure you will be a better speaker. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Guru. Moving on to the second evaluator. For speaker Toastmaster I'm sorry to pronounce it. Dinadagahu.
Sorry. You can say Tilagam. Tilagam is fine.
Dinagalam. Yeah, okay.
Tilagam.
Tilagam. Okay. To evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Tilagam, we have on board DTM Annie Chan from the elective Project Pathways Motivational Strategy Evaluator, DTM Annie Chan. Over to you, please.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm very impressed by TM Toastmaster Dina Dayalu. Very enthusiastic, very eager to speak out, even though a bit late. Hence, your speech is about appreciation, and you have given us all the details concerning Toastmaster Sham. Am I pronouncing it right? And you are so excited. You even bring out the highlights of the night by saying a podcast. And that is a really interesting appreciation speech that you have made. However, I think there's room for you to improve because I can see that and hear from your sound that you want to say too many things for that 3 to 4 minutes duration given. Now, what is an appreciation speech? It means you highlight the key thing. You highlight what is important. You highlight what is the thing that you want to appreciate Toastmasters share. Because there are too many points in here. Firstly, I thought you are going to talk about a podcast. Out of nowhere, suddenly you throw in this big A podcast. I thought you were going to talk about a podcast. But in actual fact, this is an appreciation speech. Basically, my suggestions to you, if you could organize yourself by using one or 2 points, highlight it, why you appreciate this person and the reason behind of your appreciation, and then that's it. Basically, your organization. And secondly, I think in the near future, because I know you're going to be a good speaker. However, learn the technique of, maybe my suggestion is to stand up, because when we give an appreciation, meaning you're going to talk from your heart. So if you are sitting, not looking at the camera screen, in fact, the person who listened to it will feel a bit offended, because it's like you're talking to the sky, you're talking to your wall. So basically, if we can learn to look at a camera screen, memorize your speech so that the person listen to it can feel the connection, especially in this Zoom. And also, if I may just add one more, clarity is important, and your vocal variety must be there to enhance your speech. Basically, we don't just use monotonous tone, but variety. When there's a punch, give it. When you mellow down, give it. And basically, that's all I'm hoping to see, that you will progress in this in your near future speech. So well done, Dina Dayalu. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Annie Chan. And now we would like to request our timer to please the report for our 2 evaluators.
Yeah, 3 minutes, Toastmaster Gurmurthy, 3 minutes, 24 seconds, and DTM Annie, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Both are qualified.
Thank you so much, timer. Officially, we have 2 evaluators to be voted upon, Toastmaster Guru and TTM Annie. Please cast your vote as soon as you see in the screen for voting. Meanwhile, I would like to request everybody that it is not only the speaker we will evaluate. To improve our evaluators and inspire them to take up the next level of excellence, please send through private chat your evaluation for our evaluator, how they is up with their evaluation. That will be a good point for them to accelerate to the higher level. On this note, I would like to pass on to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kiran. Over to you, please.
Thank you. Thank you for wonderful evaluation. And I will request our word master, please present your report.
Thank you, TM Modi. Ms. Kalpana, your speech was fantastic, and thank you for giving me mind-blowing answer for egg is non-veg or veg. You used a couple of times the past filling words, like couple of times means which then expected. Otherwise, your speech was personally I am your fan, so your speech was fantastic. And thank you for emphasizing the importance of non-veg food. Thank you. And Mr. Guru, you had an aggressive evaluation on Ms. Kalpana, and thank you for interconnecting her speech with 2020 match. You had used also many times past filling words. It would be better if you can reduce those words while speaking. Thank you, TM Modi. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deva. And now I would like to call our grammarian Toastmaster Sham. Please present your report.
Thank you, TMOD. Just before we proceed, Toastmaster Kirupakaran, have you managed to count the words? Because I think perseverance was the word of the day. Were you able to manage to keep track of that? I think you're on mute.
I couldn't, Mr. Sham. Most probably by next time I can do that.
Okay.
Miss, I couldn't recollect her name. She used while talking, while giving her speech, she used perseverance. Miss Kalpana made me sad that she did not use perseverance while her speech.
Okay. All right. No worries. Thank you.
Deepti used. Yes,
Deepti also used the word perseverance. Thank you, Toastmaster Kirupakaran. I know it personally, there's too much to handle today. So I'm also doing multiple roles. So going over to the grammarian role, I've noted a few corrections here and there. To start with our first speaker, Toastmaster Kalpana, it was a wonderful job. You had put up with a difficult audience like I've never seen before. So just to mention a few corrections, there was a usage of "let me say you a small story." I would rather recommend "let me tell you a small story." Yeah. There's also a usage where you say "we have every medicine is provided." So we can probably go with, we can just say "we have every medicine provided," as you used in that context. It is saying also, where are we going to export it out? I think you're talking about the salt content coming out of the body. So I would rather go with, where are we going to expel it out? Would be a better usage. Our Toastmaster of the day had a usage where you were saying, which will be a conducted by our Toastmaster Varta. You were introducing Toastmaster Varta. You had inserted a unnecessarily. You can just remove that. Be what, which will be conducted by our Toastmaster Varta, to keep it simple. Apart from that, I think there was decent usage of the language. DTM Annie-san had wonderful phrases and excellent evaluation done. And thank you for your contribution today. Thank you so much for the excellent use of language this day. And I think our guest Deepti also made a superb attempt, and she persevered today with her attempt at table topics. So I think that's it. And over to you, Toastmaster Kiran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sham. Now I would request Toastmaster Swati.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Well, I'm actually very delighted to hear from you all the highlights that we have learned from the meeting today. Well, I have 5 questions for all of you that you could recall what we have learned from the meetings today. Okay, my first question is, what was the first tongue twister mentioned today? What was the first tongue twister mentioned today by the TMOD? Anyone?
Seashells.
Watches.
Okay, who say that? Seashells on the seashore. Yes, okay, right. Yes, good. That is correct. And the second question is, what was the word of the day and the meaning of it?
Perseverance. Persistence.
Perseverance.
Yes, very good, Toastmaster Kalpana. Yes, great. Okay, now third question is, I think for this Toastmaster Kalpana, you shouldn't answer. Yes. Let someone answer this question. Question 3. Name some food which is high in protein that can be eaten by vegetarian, and an animal.
Brussels sprouts.
Yes, very good. Yes. Soya bean. Yeah, some more. Anything else?
Broccoli. I think she mentioned broccoli. Did
Broccoli.
she? No.
Broccoli.
No,
Okay.
sorry. Artichokes, I think.
Artichokes. Yes. Lentils. Nuts. Did she mention? Yeah, seeds and so forth. Okay. A part of it, section B of question number 3 is what was an animal that she mentioned that has high memory power, IQ, which is a herbivore?
Elephant.
Elephant. Yes, correct. That's right. And my fourth question is, do not be judgmental on someone by just looking at a person's outward appearance. This has been mentioned by a speaker. And what is the title given to the speaker?
Don't judge the book by its cover. It was speech was given by the Sangeeta, Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Yes, correct. Very good. Yes. And the fifth question is, what are the benefits of tongue twister? Can you name 3 benefits?
Memory.
Okay,
Good
enhance
memory.
the memory. Yes, enhance the memory. Very good. No, when you were
Tongue
trying
exercises.
yes, correct. That's right. It stretches the muscles, an exercise for the face. And the third, there were 4 reasons given. Another one more reason.
Knowing more vocabulary.
Yes, sort of, yes, correct. And also to recognize the more difficult word that you may not know, so you can actually enhance the vocabulary you have. Yes. Thank you very much for all your answers. I can see that I really enjoyed listening to all your questions. And I give back the stage to TM Karan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. And now I will request again our vibrant, energetic DTM Butch. Please give the feedback on our Twitter meeting.
All right, back on screen. Very good evening. I don't have any exercise. Looking for that exercise. Okay, thank you so much, TMOD of the day.
Quick one, DTM Butch. I think we have missed the poll for our speakers. If the Zoom master is ready, could we quickly do that and before we proceed?
Okay,
sorry about
first,
that.
Forgot this project speaker. Still didn't do it yet. I've put that first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's done. I guess.
Done? Okay.
Next poll is the evaluation.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, launched. Yeah, I guess it's done. Okay, polling complete. You may proceed.
Thank you so much. To begin with, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the 2 area directors in our midst, AD Barata and AD Kalpana. Good evening, ADs. I just want to realize you guys that Keynoters, you have 2 ADs on board as your member. Immediate past president and past president, and now AD. That is an achievement of Keynoters. Feather in the cup. Yep. And Let me add feather in the cap also, immediate AD also on board. Immediate pass, okay. So give them, pat your shoulder, Keynoters. That is an achievement. You produce 2 ADs at the helm. Your past presidents is the ADs. Okay. 6:45 p.m. You know, I was so rushing because I switched on at exactly 6:30. And I came from work and I said to Kanti, I will say yes to you if I'm working at home. But today I'm working in the office. So I rush and I keep on praying while in the bus that I need to reach 6:30. Otherwise, Kanti will start calling me. But at 6:30 on the dot, click. And here we go, TMOD Kiran. Okay. Giving instructions to the role players. The networking serves also as the TMOD's instructions for the role player. That was good. And at exactly 6:45, Acting President Toastmasters Siam ring the bell for SAA to open the meeting at 6:45 on the dot. Even though the attendance was less than as around 10 or 11, the show must go on. That's the spirit of Toastmaster. He didn't wait to fill in the seat, but he looked at the time. When the time says it's time to do it, the time to twist, he twisted and the show must go on. SAA, good opening, leading the club to recite the mission statement. I love you say that, put your hands on your you know, that's a nice, you know, you have that kind of sense of belongingness. You bring us that kind of feeling and aura. We belong to this group. We belong to this organization. We belong to this family. Acting President Toastmasters Siam, with confidence, you introduce the TMI to us with familiar information. And yet, the manner you presenting the information was done gracefully, as if this is the first time I am hearing those information. So you captured my interest to listen and to renew my learning experience and moments with Toastmaster. Being a past president of the club, I know the script, but when you delivered it, as if I am a new learner, because the way you presented the information was gracefully done. You are a natural speaker. I just want to know, are you by chance a radio announcer?
No, ma'am. No.
No, you're not an anchor in one of a TV show? No?
No.
Okay, just to make a double. Otherwise, if you said yes, then I'll make it sure that kind of persona should be on top of the list. Okay. That was good, and keep on doing it. It's nice. Role players. Explaining your role at the beginning of the meeting was a good way in educating and re-educating every member. You made the meeting an edu session as a whole and by itself. And it is also very good to introduce our meeting to the newcomer, to the new member, and to the guest. Why there is an accounter, why there is a grammarian, the timer, the Zoom master, how these role players connected with TMOD to make the whole meeting intertwined and interconnected. Beautifully done, beautifully explained, and well presented. It is a learning curve. Thank you so much for that. Word of the day, perseverance. I persevered to hear those words, but okay. I persevered a lot to hear that word. Okay. Words is easy, yeah. It can easily use in a sentence. Everyone can connect to that word. Everyone can understand the meaning of it, and it was good. Okay. Speakers, you are evaluated by our evaluator, and I am satisfied with their comments, recommendation, and suggestions. That was good. Now let's move on to our Toastmaster of the day. Kiran, your tongue twister exercises are good, very interesting, but I'm a little bit curious how the tongue twister exercises are connected to the theme Trying for Twist. Then I realized that the theme itself is a twist that perk up the curiosity of mine. Well done. So I said, time for twist, twist for time, twist and time and twist. You twist my mind. Very good. And I am expecting you to put me in a Peter Patter, Pekka, Pekka, Peter Patter, Pen, a Peter Patter, Pekka, Peter Patter, Peter Patter, Pig. Actually, tongue twister help you to pronounce properly, most especially like us that we have regional accent. This will eliminate the regional accents of words. Tongue twists help you to control your speed, to control your pronunciation, and to deliver it accurately. Well done, TMO, dear Kiran. Toastmaster Barata for the table topic master. AD Barata, how you handle this table topic, a segment that even though you are sleeping, you can deliver it. You don't need to rehearse. You don't need to do a script. You know, it's just like eating to you. It comes naturally. It comes out, you know, smoothly. And how you encourage our guest, that Dipti, well done. You know, you bring her in our meeting inside the circle. That was superb. And to our guest, Dipti, you just cross your boundary in public speaking. Good thoughts. Family is where your home is, or where your heart is. Beautifully done and beautifully expressed. For 2 minutes, you discovered that you can deliver an impromptu speech. Welcome to Keynoters, and I hope to see you one of these days to introduce by the TMOD. Our next speaker is member Toastmaster Dipti. Looking forward that day to welcome you as a member of Keynoters. Varun, I met you as a Cavalier. Now, I am meeting you as a Toastmaster. I am just wondering why, when I am going to hear your speeches, and your mom will be the timer, because you are now become a master of the timer, the master of the Zoom. Can you please, the next time I'm going to attend the Keynoters, can I hear your speech? Yeah, I know that is your comfort zone. You've done your timer very good, perfectly done. Yeah, accurately. But can I hear also your speech next time? All right.
I'll see if I can.
Yeah, it's high time, Varun. Now you are a Toastmaster. You are not Cavalier anymore. You are Toastmaster. High time to ease up the pathways and leave a mark in the path. Okay. All right. Few things I would like to recommend. I hope you don't mind. This was all my personal opinion that makes the Keynoters more vibrant, energized, and up to the level of the mark. The date in the agenda was written September 7. I was so confused when reading the agenda. I said, is this the right agenda? It's 7. Now, knowing that the meeting code and the password are the same. So I said, maybe this is the one. But the agenda was 7 September. So don't check the agenda. Okay, right. SAA, as the opener of the show, the energy should be on fire. Take the energy of Kalpana. She's a vegetarian, but the way she kicked like a horse. So same, yeah. With zeal, bless the stage with, with power, and accelerate that energy to make it a grand opening as if it is a premiere night of Keynoters. More energy, more vibrant, more zest in opening. Word of the day, familiar but not popular. Familiar but not popular. Why? Because they forgot to use it in the sentence. Okay. Tonight, few use the word except for the round robin. So I personally suggest to let the word of the day visible for all to see. One, post it in the chat box, all in capital. Second, word master, to use it in your digital background, word of the day, put there, perseverance, so everybody can see. That is the word of the day, a reminder for all to use. And then TMOD, keep on reintroducing the word of the day because sometimes we forget, we forget to use and what is the word of the day. Every now and then, every time you switch to another segment, you may say that, ladies and again, fellow Toastmaster, I would like to remind you the word of the day is perseverance. Please use it, incorporate it in your speech. So it will, there is the interest for the word of the day. Word of the day is very important as speeches. Why? In word of the day, we learn a new word and adding to our thesaurus and vocabulary. That is the reason why we have word of the day. So don't take it for granted. And then the main responsibility of the TMOD is to present the business agenda. Any changes in the segment and sequence of the agenda, the TMOD should inform the audience. And tonight, we have a reshuffle in our speaking order. So for the benefit of the timer, evaluators, audience, changes should be announced and informed. This way, we are in order. So it's rather than skipping, you were skipping till table topic and then back to the speaker. So if I just came in, then it will be like, what is this? Table topic again, and then speaker again, So you have to inform the audience any changes in the sequence of the agenda. Time allocations of every speakers. The majority of elective speakers, elective project for the speakers are 5 to 7 minutes. Now, all speakers are obliged to speak a minimum of 5 and a max of 7 with grace period of 30 seconds. Minimum of 5 minutes, that means disqualification. The only timing for 4 minutes is the icebreaker. So since the speakers are all in elective, level 3 and level 4, they are duty bound to follow allocations and they should accept time disqualifications. Because every meeting, speeches, evaluations, and table topic is also a contest officially. And we are all duty bound to follow the time allocations and disqualifications. Okay. Sorry. Grammarian and accounter. There are people who are sensitive when it comes to correcting grammar, especially the newcomer and the new member. So I would like to suggest not to mention the name, just correct it without mentioning the name. It might be more relaxing, more welcoming gesture for everybody. There might be, a sensitivity that will it will draw back or one step backward, and that make them shy to come again on camera. Overall, I admire the qualities of keynoters in handling multi-roles, multiple hats. Toastmasters wear a multiple and layer of hats. Believe me. If nobody told me that they are doing a multi-role tonight, I will never notice that there is a shortage of role player. The flow of the agenda are well done. The way you connect your roles, the way you do your multiple roles, unnoticeable that you're doing a lot in one go. Good job. The meeting was the meeting was very, very interesting, fun, learning experience and moments. And you know what? I pity those who did not make it tonight. They lost 1/3 of their Toastmaster moment. They miss a lot. So next time, don't miss any Toastmaster meeting because we don't know what we are missing and what they are going to bring for our moments with Toastmaster. Thank you for being a good listener. I hope I help you to move further, to accelerate into excellence. For I know Keynoters is par excellence, and you are not breaking your record this year, being the president distinguished all the way. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster Kiran. Good evening to you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Butch, for this wonderful evaluation. And before handing over the stage, I would like to I would like to reveal a secret. Do you know our politicians, news readers, speakers, anchors, they were use the tongue twister before presenting their speech, presentations, interview. Why? Because they can pronounce each word correct. So I assure you, if you use the tongue twisters in your daily use, even one time you do practice or 2 times you do practice, it will help you to pronounce correct words, and they will increase your vocabulary and memory also. We hope you have enjoyed these 2 hours with me. And now now I would like to hand over the stage to our acting president, Toastmaster Shyam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TMOD Kiran. Excellent work, excellent job. Thank you so much. It was 2 hours of pure enjoyment, and you kept us glued to the screens today. Thank you so much. All right, so as acting president today, I would like to mention a few good things that happened. Definitely, we had changes last minute, and we had to handle it on the go. I believe that is the spirit of Toastmasters, as our general evaluator, AD Butch Braga, said. And I would also say we had the presence of our area directors and DTMs today. Thank you so much for the support you have given us this day. I would also say our speaker, Toastmaster Kalpana, did an excellent job putting up with all the resistance and the questions that we gave her. Me personally, I prefer vegetarian food. Unfortunately, I had to put up for the sake of the silent role I was doing today. And every other role player, the evaluators, thank you so much for your contribution today. We also had our area director, Varata ma'am, pushing our guests to speak, which was an excellent thing. And I'm sure yes, Deepthi would come back to Toastmasters and join us one fine day. Also, Toastmaster Swati, thank you so much for being with us at this time of the day. In fact, it is night. She's joining us from Malaysia for everyone's information. She's in KL. So hats off to you for staying up so late and giving us all your support. What have I mentioned? I've forgotten here. I think we have covered most of it. And thank you, role players. Thank you, Zoom Master and Timer, another dual role play today. Thank you for showing up. And President Kanti, it was indeed a challenging session, but it was worthwhile. It was a great learning experience. And the evaluation and feedback from both our GE and evaluators have been taken and noted, and this will be implemented in the coming sessions of Keynoters Toastmasters for sure. Thank you, and I'd like to now announce the winners of our session today. Let me see if I can share my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Is that possible? Okay.
Yes.
And the winners are, we have Toastmaster Kalpana Arvind as the best speaker. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have Gavalier Pranav Raj as best table topics speaker. And our best evaluator is Toastmaster Gurumurthy Veluchami. Congrats, everyone. Thank you so much for your contribution today. Really appreciate it. It was last minute. We had luckily 2 speakers, 2 evaluations being done, and thank you all for your support shown during the session today. With this, I would like to now adjourn the session. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and take care, and thank you so much. Hope to see you during the next session of the Keynoters Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Before that, shall we take a photo?